It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Bengals and the Pats, and it comes your way next.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New England Patriots.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Here's 2nd and a yard. Throwing is Hurts. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Patriots are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Bengals now to take over.
They will be led out by a man who is just so synonymous with the New England Patriots, now in another uniform trying to beat them. This is the great Tom Brady.
First down and much more here for Jones. 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
On 1st down, Hurts.
On the left side, he finds Beasley. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. A handoff to Fournette. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down.
To throw is Brady. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He gets this to Devontae Adams.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. From midfield, here's Brady. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Oh, now Miller slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
New England's offense set to go.
And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Buying time to his left.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it.
And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
Tucker now for the extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Marching back onto the field now, Davante Adams and company getting set to go. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts. One of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. Brady now on first down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week 1. And Brady's throw there incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And they end with
touchdown. Davante Adams, 28 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Hurts to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Pushes past him. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in here by Fuller. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 1st down, Brady. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. On 2nd and a couple. Hurts. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yes.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Distance wasn't the problem, but he did need some help from the right upright, and he got it a little kiss and in.
Yeah, unfortunately caught on the inside of the upright, and that pushed it through. This isn't like a baseball foul pole where you hit any part of it and it counts. It's got to go through the post. If he hits it on the outside, that's no good.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead
and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Van Jefferson, 75 yards. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Flush to his right. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd and 2. Hurts. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Eluding, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. After the sack on first down, Hurts. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lorenzo Carter, his 2nd sack of the night.
Here's what happened. Mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and the Bengals will get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Brady now to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Leonard Fournette fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he's got some space here.
For this.
All the way in. Touchdown, New England. Justin Jefferson, 79 yards. And the Patriots have retaken the lead.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. From the 29, Brady. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 21. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. And on that one with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football, because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Cincinnati set to take over once again. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Carl Nassib there on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Brady going to throw. His throw incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to get the football here at their own 23. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. White's got a first down and more. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Here's 2nd and 9. Running out of the gun with White. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Oh, yeah! Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it.
I do get a kick out of seeing a team kneel down at the end of the game in victory formation and wrap one up, because most of the time a kneel down is not a good thing in football. In this case, it's the best thing for the team that's winning.
Best thing week 1 and 1-0 after going down to that knee. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Pats, they start the campaign with a victory in front of an enthusiastic home crowd for a Sunday night. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.